Welcome, everybody. My name is Cameron, and this is Modern Warfare 2. The 2009 version, of course, not the newer 2022 version. Obviously, just to show that confusion, because considering they tend to not really think deeply into their name titles.
No, they do not.
But I am not alone, of course, for this game. I am joined by...
Hello, I am ButtonMasterGaming. I don't know why I just said my name. I never do that. Hi, I'm Ethan. And Carlos forgot again. Oh my god.
And Carlos is busy playing Mega Man.
Exactly. He understands.
Can't believe Carlos forgot his intro, even though he's the last one.
Yeah.
I'm over here playing Mega Man.
Okay, well, yeah.
I'm gonna be fucking Nathan of this recording. Just playing a different game.
Yeah, just playing a different game in the background. Yeah, you're always be like that. But yeah.
But yeah, this is the sequel to the 2007 hit game that we played
Last year.
who knows how long ago.
Well, because because Activision has loved to do this ever since the first Call of Duty. Just pump the games out, copy paste, and release them yearly by year. So you know what?
Yeah.
It's a simple franchise, really, when it comes down to the campaign and just the general gameplay. So it makes it relatively simple to record, you know.
Yeah. I
So
also
just
will
like
point out that this is-
Activision, we're gonna do Call of Duty games every year. Yay!
Yeah. I also will point out that a lot like the first game, this is the remastered version, not the original.
Right? Yeah.
Because I don't really have a way to record the original.
When did the remaster of Modern Warfare 2 come out?
It came out in 2019,
Okay.
roughly around the same time that the first Modern Warfare came out. Like the 2019 reboot.
Talk about naming conventions. Yeah, because I only just recall way back when that people were miffed at the fact that it was initially going to be a thing. I don't ever think it ended up happening. You can confirm that the Modern Warfare 1 remaster was locked behind the Infinite Warfare paywall.
It was.
It was.
Did it
now
actually
I
end up
believe
happening?
You can actually get the games separately, but
Yeah,
originally it was.
It was.
Okay, so it did end up like that at launch, but then they released them as separate products.
Yeah.
I don't know how much after, but yeah.
Yeah. This one though was released as its own thing. The only difference this has to the original was that there is no multiplayer in this one.
Oh, really?
The multiplayer, it's really just the campaign. Like, the multiplayer and Spec Ops were removed from this.
That's odd.
Yeah, which was a little bit disappointing, because I think a lot of people would have really loved to play Modern Warfare 2 with updated graphics.
Right, and just play, because I think we all know for a fact that the online crowd is much more popular than the single-player campaign crowd.
Yep.
Yeah, but I could also see possibly the fact that they didn't want the if you remember what the original MW2 servers were, I don't know if they would want that again with all the racial slurs.
That wasn't necessarily their fault, though, you know?
Yeah, but the implication's still there.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
So, they actually, funny enough, for this remastering, added a lot to it. So some of the animations you'll see, like grabbing the gun and the frag grenades in that part, were not in the original game.
Oh, really?
Those were added to it, which honestly is cool because it kind of added more to the game. Kind of, you know how they did in the first Modern Warfare of the reboot. You know how they kind of tried to make it all smooth and clean.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. It's what this did. It just kind of polished some stuff that just was a bit odd.
Yeah.
Little fun fact: these two guys right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's every time, but I believe there is a chance that these two characters here are voiced by Rob Riggle and 50 Cent.
Really?
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Huh.
Which Rob Riggle at least makes sense given that Rob Riggle was an actual Marine.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was. He was an actual Marine.
Oh.
But 50 Cent is just hilarious.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I guess there's a video game made about him, but
Yeah.
I don't know how far that went.
But yeah, that's I don't know if it happens every time, but I know it happens sometime. So also through this sniper scope, some of the things they added, I already did it here, so that's why it's not shown already. Or shown is that you can actually, if you use the sniper scope, you can actually destroy some like clown balloons that are around the map, on the exterior of the map.
No. Those like fun little Easter egg things?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Which were not in the original. Those were added as well. Fuck, I had to do that for old time's sake.
That's not canon. You can't do that.
That's why he was stopped. The canon police said like, no, that didn't happen yet.
The canon. Yeah.
We need this to happen for our narrative.
Yeah, no, I think even I know why you shot that guy. I think Modern Warfare 2 just happens to be the most popular game in the entire franchise. So just by proxy of me being in this gaming bubble that we are in, I know who that guy is and why you shot him.
Yeah. It would have been funny because this is a remastering if it gave you an achievement for it.
Oh yeah, that would have been fun. Yeah.
Funny if it like popped up with an achievement, time traveler.
Or Paradox.
Yeah, paradox, that'd be funny.
Snake, you can't do that. You'll create a time paradox.
Here's all the names of funny enough.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Sorry, Dunn keeps talking there and it gets annoying after a while, especially if you're just trying to read things.
That's fair. Yeah. Well,
Bro, this run was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm normally so much better at these, but this was so bad. I hit a civilian already.
Oh. Yeah, I noticed, as opposed to last time, you're actually doing the training mission for the playthrough.
Yeah. I hit another civilian. I can't believe that some people complete this in like 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, there are some people who can really complete this quickly. I have never been that good.
Wow. It must just
I believe I'm gonna do it like one more time just because I think I could have done better.
Man,
I was like, I need to prove to myself I can be better at this.
Right, yeah.
My only knock is that the lock-on feature is kind of wonky.
Oh yeah.
At points in time, you can tell that it tries to lock on, but sometimes it just won't.
Yeah, I did notice that it does.
Like you have to be like very close to the outer rim of it for it to lock on.
Oh. Huh. Are you saying it's just wonky with these specific targets?
No, it tends to happen.
Okay.
Just in the game itself.
Just in the game itself. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot better.
Now you can feel good about yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, as long as I can tend to get it under 40 seconds, and that's even including the time deficit they gave you.
Yeah, I did seem to notice that, like, the zooming, at least in this one, just did seem a little bit automatic.
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes it doesn't always work great, but that was also in the original as well.
I see. Okay. Yeah, some games like to do that as like, and it's presented as a feature. It's not like a setting, or at least I don't think it is. It's different than aim assist.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's called aim assist.
That's
but
weird.
it's odd.
Yeah, because aim assist, I think usually, like it doesn't like turn your whole body like a 180 degree just to target onto someone. That's that's GTA actually.
Yeah, you have to be like really close to them for aim assist to work.
Yeah.
Now, typically in a campaign-based game, that's not much of an issue.
Right. Yeah.
Or at least it's not too much of of something you'd worry about because, well, the AI is as dumb as rocks sometimes. But in a multiplayer base, it can be infuriating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this part was not in the original game either.
Oh, added content. Oh.
So the driving in the Jeep up, practically everything that was shown before the explosion happened was not in the original game. That was also added.
Oh. Okay.
And in the original, it was just like a black screen.
Oh.
So,
okay.
it's cool with the little details they've added.
Yeah, they added. It seems to me a lot more things than what they did back in the original, and more than just making it look clean. They added. They didn't add any like new missions or anything like that, did they?
No, it's still essentially the same game, but just with a new coat of paint and some just small little detail things added.
Okay, cool. Just wondering, because I happened to play the Gears of War Ultimate Edition the other day, and that's the Xbox One remastering of the original game. In fact, it's kind of a remaster. Like, it was a different team that made it, and so basically every cutscene has been remade entirely. Like, the character animation, blocking even, stuff happens in different events. It's weird. So it's presented differently and characters act in a different way. It's something that I'd probably have to show. I recorded the original game for the channel. Oops. But something that they also did in that Ultimate Edition is that for the final act, the fifth act, they actually revived some old PC exclusive missions and put them on console. Because there were some PC exclusive missions in the final act that were cut from the original 360 release. And after playing them, and since they've been added to the Ultimate Edition, and after playing them, I can see why they were cut in the first place. They weren't fun. I mean, they kind of were, but they were kind of rough around the edges. The PC release all the way back in 06 still got them, so
Yeah.
It was just kind of filler, and I can see why they cut it out. But hey, the revival of exclusive missions, not exclusive anymore. It's fun and wider audience, you know. Yeah.
All right. So I don't think I really explained like what this mission was. So. No. The last thing we did was essentially just kind of like the tutorial.
Right,
getting used to the controls of the game. And then this is kind of just like the introductory mission. Essentially, the whole point is like our vehicles got attacked, so we're now essentially just finding like the military group responsible for it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of all this mission is.
Alright, stay frosty, you guys. This is the Wild West. Right with that.
So with this being Modern Warfare 2, a sequel, does it still have the same characters from the previous game?
Yeah, it does. And not a lot of characters. Like, for instance, the Army Rangers the Army from the first game, like when you were playing with the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Like they aren't here.
Okay.
But some from the British side of it are in this game.
Okay.
And by some, I mean like 2. But of course, they're the two most important characters in the game.
Oh, I see.
So they kind of had to be brought back.
But the person you play as is someone different from the first game?
Yeah.
And was it
like your character is someone the two characters you play as in this game are completely different, and they are not involved in the in the first game.
Okay. So it's not it's not exactly considered like I don't want to say separate continuity. I know that there's a term for something like this where it is technically a sequel, but things are just everything is basically different. It just has the same premise, you know?
Yeah. It's similar premise, just replacing characters.
Yeah. I swear that there's like a name for that kind of sequel, but I can't think
I don't
of it.
entirely remember the name.
Rework?
Maybe, although it's still considered canon in a timeline.
Well,
okay. So this is another cool feature too. They've now added that you can inspect weapons. So you can kind of do like this cool little animation with weapons.
And what's the benefit from inspecting weapons?
It's just cool to look at.
Oh.
That's it. It's just cool to look at.
I see.
And there's some that are the same, but some have like their own completely like unique inspection, like their own little unique animation.
Yeah. Different than everyone. I guess
like some use like only very few actually use the same animation, but most have their own unique animation for it.
That's cool.
By the way, it's honestly kind of funny right now that we're going through a school.
Oh. Well, don't worry. We're not in America.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. It's dandy and all.
But technically, we're Americans in a school.
It's not one of ours, so it's fine. Janitors have a lot of cleanup to do.
Yes,
This is janitors hiding in a closet waiting for all the shooting to stop.
Janitors. Right, yeah. Because people are surely gonna take responsibility for the destruction of the city here. Definitely. 100%. Okay, so I've always wondered about this. Just dual wielding in general in a shooting game like this. How does that work? The dual wielding.
I mean, you get damaged, but forgo being able to aim down sights.
So, in this game specifically, you can't aim down the sights.
Okay.
So you kind of just have to spray and pray with it.
Oh, yeah. It's just like... Okay. Yeah, because I've always wondered about, like, what kind of benefit there is from dual wielding in a game like this, because both guns are pointed toward the center of the screen. So...
Yeah.
I don't... My thought would be, with two guns, you could multi-target. But I know that's not actually, like, feasibly possible.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, how the fuck are you gonna do that?
I don't... Yeah, it's just not feasibly possible with the kind of perspective that it is. So I'm just wondering, like, why put that in the game in the first place, you know? And I feel like... Yeah. Huh.
There's no reasonable explanation for why it's there.
Yeah, if you're looking
really
for
no
one.
benefit to using it. Like, of course, if you're playing multiplayer, there's no reason to use it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unless you're just shitting around.
Yeah, that's about it. In a campaign, it really doesn't matter, like I say, because the AI's dumb as hell. So you can kind of just spray and pray with it and get kills with it.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, it really there's no benefit to it.
Yeah, that's why I was always like, weird about the concept of the kind of games that these are in. Oh well.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering that.